You know, I look back, at my childhood, and I be like, dang, we really had it good. We had Gen Z had like one of the best childhoods. We don't realize how good we had. You know that saying when our parents told us, don't grow up too fast because life goes by fast. Something like that. I know that cliche shit a lot of us heard growing up. You know what I'm talking about. How many of y'all remember this? How many of y'all remember? How many of y'all remember this? If you are Gen Z or millennial, you know exactly what this is. This is the '05 model of the Xbox 360. I done had this thing since I was a little kid. Funny fact, my dad gave me this console when he made the transition from PS3. Yeah, he made the transition to PS3, then PS4, and I stayed loyal to Xbox. But the more I look back and I just look at this console, I just be like, dang, we really had it good. We had one of the best time periods to grow up in. I'm like, dang, bro, I used to play Black Ops 2 on here, Black Ops 3. I know Black Ops 3, that playing Black Ops 3 on the 360 is crazy work. Like, but I just think about it, I'm like, bro, we really had a good childhood. Like, and I really sit here and think about it, I be like, bro, I really think and be like realizing that a lot of the things that Gen Alpha and future generations like will have, they'll never have the experience that we had. They'll never have that feeling of physical media, that everything's going digital and a whole bunch of other shit, bro. It's just crazy to me. I just be like, they ain't never gonna experience that. They ain't never gonna experience a world when, they can play games offline on their consoles. They're never gonna experience like a core peak moment of life where technology is not the forefront. They're never gonna experience like life without using AI. Like when we were kids, bro, there was no AI or none of that shit. AI didn't really start to emerge until like my ending of my school years. You feel me? So it's as simple as fact. I'm really sitting here thinking about it. I'm like, damn, Gen Z, we really had it good. Like I sit back and think about it. We had DSs. We had Grand Theft Auto 5. I know they got GTA 6, but like you really sit here and think about it. There was so much stuff from peak childhood that I can think of that Gen Alpha would never have. They'll never. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of things they won't ever experience, ever. Like I'm trying to think of stuff. I'm going blank. Them days where kids would go out. I don't know. I barely even see kids that's little go outside. Like there's a bunch of kids that live near me. I rarely see those kids go outside and have fun. Versus when we were kids, we had to go outside, have fun, find something to do instead of being on the console all day. Not to mention, y'all know when them street lights came on, you was not in that house. Oh my good. When you were not in that house by that time period, oh I swear to God, it was G's for your ass. it was pack it up for your ass, bro. We really had but that's what made the beauty of it. When back in the day when McDonald's, bro, like there was $1 menu. You can go into McDonald's with a $20 bill, walk out with like a whole bunch of items, and that would fill you up, gang. A lot of this stuff, I really be like, damn, we really took this shit for granted. We really took a lot of this stuff for granted. Like, bro, I swear to God, when I say this, bro, it's just like, I sit here and I think about it. I'm like, bro, we really had it good, fam. We had a whole bunch of just peak, bro. Like, I sit here and think about it. I'm like, it's so much stuff. It's so much stuff that we got to experience that future generations will never experience, If I'm just having like a brain blast of like stuff, like CDs. I mean, CDs is still around, but I mean like I'm talking about CDs on a boombox your auntie playing in the front yard, stuff like that. Riding on your bikes with your friends. Stuff like that. I know that they can still experience that, but it's like I don't see that as much. Like I'm talking about core peak childhood. You hear that owl, that y'all that owl you hear? That whoo. You don't hear that no more, bruh. And I really sit back and be like, damn, there's so much stuff in my childhood that I took for granted. I took it for granted so much. But at the same time, I'm just like, I would never go back and want to change the childhood I had. Like, I'm thankful. I'm truly thankful for the time that God gave me to grow up in. It's just, unfortunately, I had peak childhood, mid-adulthood so far. Mid-adulthood so far. But it's just like, I really realized, I really thought about it. I was like, I need to value more of my childhood, fam. I should have valued more of my childhood, because, you know, my little scrawny ass was in the house just playing Fortnite like during the pandemic and making YouTube videos on this channel. When this channel was a gaming channel, I was making hella Roblox content on this channel, and I was just like, I'm gonna just archive this stuff. And then I grew up. But I really think about them days, I'm just like, dang, I should have just like went outside, played with friends instead of being an introvert, because it was so much peak stuff that you could do back then. It was just such a different time period to grow up in. I feel like it was much more safer time period compared to today's time, because it's just like, bro, it'd be too much shit going on in the world, bro. It's too much, like, it's just too much stuff going on in the world right now, fam. You sit here and you just think about it, you like, damn, we had it good. And like, our parents, they really told us, enjoy your childhood, because life goes fast. And I think about it, and I'm just like, yeah, we really had it good. And it's just like, you just think about it, you like, fuck, bro. Like, I sit here and I think about it, I'm like, I remember just yesterday, me and my cousins was outside playing football. Like, I remember yesterday, the family was outside having cookouts and stuff. A lot of this stuff you don't really see no more. I'm not saying they don't exist, but I'm talking about like the core days of just being a kid in the early 2010s and late 2010s was just it was a time to be alive. You know, it's a lot of things that future generations won't have that we had. You know, we were the last generation before the digital age. We were the last generation to experience life, and I think that's one of the main reasons why I feel that they're gonna be more disconnected than ever compared to us, honestly. Because we can at least say that we grew up in a time period before technology, before everybody became parasocials, and you know, a whole bunch of stuff, and chronically online and stuff like that. You know, I fall victim to that a lot too, but I just sit here and I'm like, I just sit here and I just be thinking, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I be like, damn. It's crazy to me that 2016 to 2010s was basically damn near 7 years ago. Like, that don't feel real to me, bro. Like, that's just crazy to me that time has really zoomed by that fast. And it's like, I'm telling you this right now, I say this wholeheartedly, I swear to God, when we hit the 2020s, it felt like they cranked up this time. Everything went into 2x speed on turbo mode. The days go by much faster. And there's just so much, it's just so much shit that goes on today's time. I really sit here and just be thinking about it, bro. We had it good, y'all. We had it good. I'm blessed and thankful that I've even made it this far in life, because, you know, it's just a lot of people that just never got to make it this far in life, you know. And I just be thankful that God gives me a day to wake up every single day to be great and talk to y'all and just make my YouTube videos, and most importantly, just have a lot of relatability to people, you know, because a lot of people just nowadays, I don't know, man. It's a disconnect. I think about it every single day I wake up, bro. I'm just like, damn. Thank you, God. Thank you, life. Thank you, universe. Whatever you believe in. I'm thankful that I get to wake up, bro, because, You know, it's been a lot of dark days, bro, and I be reminiscing about the good old days of the stuff that I had. I be like, damn, them was some peak ass days, bro. And you just think about how many, like, the X amount of years it's been from it. Like 2020 was 6 going on 7 years ago. Like, think about that. We're like, it don't feel like the pandemic was 7 years ago. That 2020, it don't even sound like the pandemic was not that long ago. That's what I mean by, like, time really, like, zoomed up on us. And it's like we took a lot of the things like we once had for granted, even previous years in this era, I feel like we took for granted. I'm just like, damn, that was 2020 was 6 years ago, going on 7 soon. I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm just yapping. I just be having these thoughts in my head. I'm like, damn, that was that long ago, huh? And I always think about that, and because the funny thing about it is, what scared me, what made me really wake up and realize was the fact that my niece just turned 6 years old. This little girl just turned 6 years old on me, and I'm just like, wait a minute, this little girl was just 1 year old. I remember she was a tiny baby, and I was scared to hold her. And this girl is 6 years old now, talking, walking, smart, very intelligent for her age. And I'm just like, wow. When they say time really go by fast, it really went by fast. It made me realize that I'm no longer the kid that's growing up. I'm watching a whole nother generation grow up in front of me, and as we speak. And it just made me think that I really had it good, and I should have appreciated more and more of my childhood. Yeah, I was an introverted kid. I was always a kid, quiet kid, always in his little world playing games and stuff like that. I'm thankful for that. I was a nerd playing video games, bro. But it's just like, you just think about that shit. You like, damn, I can't believe that was that long ago. I don't know. I hope y'all having a nice day. I hope y'all taking care. I hope y'all being safe. I hope y'all protecting your energy. It's something that a lot of us kind of need to think about. I know nostalgia kills a lot of our feelings and emotions sometimes, but it ain't nothing wrong thinking about how far you came in life and the good old days or the time period you once were in. I just be thinking about it like that, you know. But I love y'all. Y'all be safe. Take care. I'm out of here. Be safe.